Kat Cohen turned her stroke into a punchline and an off-Broad genuinely soon. Picture this: Kat Cohen, a hard-hitting New York comedian, was zipping up the bag she just packed for a trip to the Edinburgh Festival Fringe when suddenly she fell ill. The medical emergency didn't just stop a showstopper, it kicked off a whole new chapter in her career. Instead of pulling back, Kat rewrote the narrative. The time she held the remote to pause a recording got turned into a tell-all, literally a cue to tell the audience a new kind of joke. Her own words were that she had become the joke, the punchline was a medical detour, the hardware was her voice, and the show became about reclaiming the mic after a lifetime of hiccups. On stage, the audience heard her describe the panic, the emergency room waiting room, and the hours the brain had to rebuild itself. All of navigation of that experience became material she used to talk about resilience. It turns out that is what Kat did. After being hospitalized for a couple of days, she tuned back into the rhythm of stand-up. This was not just comedic resilience in spite of things, she reframed the stroke as a call to speak more loudly about health, creating a new off-Broadway show that debuted this spring. In the show, she outlines not only the crippling physical symptoms but also the mental shock of suddenly going from full-mouth storyteller to drug-needing, neglecting, whatever we call it. The audience gets to laugh and then learn the critical difference between a stroke and a shaky mind. Critics have described the performance as raw, funny, and unforgettable. The theater where the show first opened praised the model for how comedy can represent its personal crises. Kat's commentary has been shared on social media as well. People are calling it the hardest, most daring new show the city has seen in years, and Kat thanks herself for that crisis turning into a creative savior. The short story lost little about the nemichun of the show, but the big idea follows. The brain has a sudden block that detagates a sentence, but a comedian can use the fact to give power to a recycler view. So, if you think you can only perform after a stroke, think again. Kat Cohen proves that a timing can be turned into a hit, and when the world says stop, you can change it into a show. We had to catch a piece of that moment, and now we're proud to tell you how this is the story that proves humor can be a real-life salvaging cure. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more inspiring stories of people turning hardship to shine on stage.